Ever heard of a celeb stopping a script meeting to hang out with fans? Or a superstar just casually rolling up to a PetSmart in PJ pants? These 12 celebs aren't what you'd expect, and their stories will seriously make you rethink how fame works in Hollywood. John Cena is famous for being a total sweetheart, especially for all his incredible work with Make-A-Wish. He's granted more wishes than any other celebrity, which says a lot about his character. But it's not just that. He's genuinely kind to his fans too. Back in 2004, someone was at the gym, working out alone early in the morning, when John Cena and Dave Bautista walked over. They spotted the person on the bench press without even being asked and ended up chatting and finishing their workouts together. Cena even gave some workout tips. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively live near a small town where they sometimes pop up at local events. So one day, someone walks out of an ice cream parlor and sitting right there on a bench is Ryan Reynolds eating an ice cream cone. They make eye contact, and like most of us would, the person does a double take. And what does Ryan do? He looks them right in the face and says, "I know, right? Isn't it crazy?" before casually walking away. Classic Ryan, always so down to earth, even in the most unexpected moments. Sure, Adam Sandler's movies might not be the most intellectual, but there's no denying he's one of the nicest guys around. You know how you sometimes wonder if a celeb is actually cool when the cameras are off? Well, Sandler totally is. He's like that normal dude who just happened to become mega famous. When he filmed Mr. Deeds in someone's hometown, they said Sandler would finish a grueling 14-plus-hour day on set and still come out to sign autographs for hours. He didn't leave until every single person got to say hello. Photos, chats, coffee shop visits, you name it. Adam seemed to really care and know how excited all the locals were to have a movie happening and always had a smile. While working as an extra on The Last of Us, one fan had an unexpected encounter with Pedro Pascal. Even though the rules on set said extras weren't supposed to talk to the main cast, Pascal didn't care. He and Gabriel Luna went out of their way to strike up conversations, making the extras feel included. No diva behavior, just a genuinely nice guy hanging out between takes. This story goes way back to the 80s, when Make-A-Wish sent a family to the set of Knight Rider to meet David Hasselhoff. Cool, right? But here's the real kicker. Fast forward 30 years, and one of the family members bumps into Hasselhoff at Heathrow Airport. They approach him, remind him of that day on set, and get this, he remembers their sibling's name. After 30 years, not something you see every day. This one's about Breaking Bad's Giancarlo Esposito being just as cool as you'd hope. An artist was at a con selling realistic pencil drawings of celebrities when a fan took one of his Giancarlo drawings over to get signed. But instead of just signing and moving on, Giancarlo was so impressed, he actually walked over to the artist's booth himself. Yep, he went all the way to Artist Alley just to meet the guy who drew it and personally thank him. What a class act. Here's a sweet throwback from the late 90s, involving Michael Keaton. Yes, Batman himself. A 5-year-old fan meets him at an ice cream parlor in Montana. The parents, being smart, sent the kid over to say hi to Batman. And how did Keaton respond? He laughed, chatted with the family, and was just all around awesome. But here's the best part. Apparently, Keaton had just been pulled over for speeding on his way there. His excuse to the cop? "Sorry, I forgot I wasn't driving the Batmobile." And the cop let him off with just a warning. Jeff Goldblum has a reputation for being one of the coolest guys in Hollywood, and this story proves it. After a matinee performance of The Pillow Man, he was outside signing autographs and chatting with fans, taking photos with everyone who asked. Then, when one girl mentioned it was her birthday, Goldblum did something classic. He paused, took her camera, and said, "How can you not be in your own birthday picture?" He even grabbed someone from the crowd to take a photo of her with her friends. And he didn't leave until he made sure everyone had what they wanted, even while his assistant was trying to pull him away for dinner before the next performance. Anyone who's worked in entertainment will tell you, Bryan Cranston is one of the nicest guys out there. But it's not just the people in the industry who know this. One fan recalls running into Bryan while he was filming Malcolm in the Middle in a Sherman Oaks shopping mall. They had just bought some See's candies when Bryan came up to them and joked, "Oh, you bought me candy?" They all laughed, gave him a piece, and he even signed the candy bag. He hung around, chatted with them, and was super funny and down to earth. Seth Green is known for his humor, but he's also a genuinely nice guy. One airport worker recalls the time Seth passed through while they were handling private jets. Seth struck up a casual conversation with the staff, asking how their job worked and what exactly they did. He didn't even realize who Seth was at first. And here's the best part. Green ended the chat by saying, "I can't believe you guys do all this work just to get me ready for my plane ride. I never knew you did so much. Thank you for your hard work." Can you imagine some celebrity saying this to you? Literally tears. You'd think someone as successful as Kevin Smith would be too busy to hang out with fans, right? Well, not even close. Once, he literally paused a script meeting just to sign some autographs and chat with fans for 15 minutes, without giving it a second thought. And apparently, that's just who he is. He's always been super friendly and generous with his time. That's a guy who really knows how to treat his fans. For someone with Emmys, Golden Globes, and even an Oscar nomination, you'd think Queen Latifah would carry a bit of that celebrity vibe. Nope. One day, she walked into a PetSmart in Atlanta, and you would never have guessed she was famous. She was just chatting about dogs, no bodyguard in sight, rocking some comfy PJ pants while picking up food for her puppies. Another fan met her at a store and said she was super kind to their elderly coworker. It made the coworker's whole year.